Are you planning to take a personal loan or a home loan or any other loan for the sake? Don't go ahead without watching this video, because in this video I am showing you some important calculations you should do before going or proceeding with a personal loan or any other loan. In this video I am giving you some examples of calculating how much EMI you end up paying, how much is the interest rate you are paying to them. Even though they are offering a particular loan, particular interest rate, you end up paying more. See this video how it will be. And also how much, if you pay more charges, you end up paying more interest rate. See how to do it. And also while paying back the EMI, how much principal you are paying in that and how much interest you are paying back to them. That also I have shown in this video. And if you are going to pre-close the loan or existing loan, here I have shown some examples how much you have to pay as pre-closure charges to them. Either it will be beneficial to pre-close or continue the loan. You can decide after doing these calculations. I am Venkat Reddy. Welcome to my channel Venkat Reddy Excellent. Let's go into the video. When we take a personal loan, all we want to know is how much amount you have to pay as EMI, what is the rate of interest, how long we have to pay that loan, how much is the processing fee or other charges, and how much is the pre-closure charges you have to pay. All these things you want to know it, but they may not provide the full details when you go online, unless and otherwise you have to meet a representative from the bank. If you want to do yourself the analysis on the offer given by the various banks, having a own EMI calculator or this loan related data with you is very good for us. Excel is providing excellent or superb formulas which will be useful for us for calculating some of the loan related values. The formulas I have used in this document, in this file, is PMT, IPMT, PPMT, rate and effect. By using these functions, we will know in various scenarios what will be the loan EMI and rate of interest in various manners. I will start by taking a default an example loan. 1 lakh I have taken as loan amount. Rate of interest is around 12% I have taken. And to begin with, I have taken the total tenure. It means number of months you have to pay back the loan is 36 months. Over and above on that, you have to pay some processing fee, and if there are any other charges, that also you have to pay. For that I have given an input here, so that it will automatically calculate the amount of processing fee or other charges by linking to the loan amount. Now let us see some of the key factors you should know before going for a personal loan. When you are taking a loan, you have to pay some charges, like personal processing fee or other charges. Somebody will give you at free of cost, and somebody you have to pay these charges. I have taken two scenarios. If you pay that upfront charges before itself, I mean while taking the loan, at that point of time itself, if you are paying the full amount, what would be your rate of interest and EMI amount? And if you are adding that charges also to the loan amount, it means total loan amount, then what would be your revised EMI or effective rate of interest? Let us see. After that, we will also see month on month how much you have to pay, how much interest and how much principal you are paying in your EMI, and what would be the balance loan amount if you want to pre-close your loan at any point of time in the future. I will start with this one. When you are paying this upfront charges, before itself. Then what would be the effective loan amount you are receiving is only they are paying you 1 lakh and you are paying them back these charges. So net to net, your effective loan receivable is only this much only. Total loan amount minus charges. But they will charge EMI on the full loan amount. They won't deduct these charges, right? To calculate the EMI amount, the formula given in Excel is, I will rewrite this formula for you, equal to PMT is the formula to calculate the EMI amount. Rate, while calculating the rate, while inputting the rate, if this is the rate per annum, you have to convert that into, in this case my repayment is on monthly basis. So what is my per month interest rate I have to calculate? So divide by 12, I am putting it here. NPER, it means total loan tenure, means 36 months I am putting here. And what is PV means present value, it means the loan amount. In this upfront paid amount, my total loan amount will be on the 1 lakh I have to pay the EMI. So this is the EMI amount. Just press enter. PMT formula, since it is a cash outflow, by default it will show a minus symbol. For that I am just putting minus before so that it will show as positive value. So like this I have put formula for EMI amount. Now let us go to the actual rate of interest. Even though they are offering the loan at 12%, if we include these charges, the rate will change. Let us see how to do it. Let us see how it will be. Let's see the formula. For that, there is a rate formula is there, which will give you effective, actual rate of interest you are paying on a particular loan. Here, total tenure is same as 36 months. My PMT amount is, already we have calculated the EMI amount here, but I am putting, since in this formula we have to put that in minus, I am just adding a minus symbol before this. After that, present value. Present value is the loan amount. To get the actual rate of interest, you have to deduct all charges, and the actual net amount, how much loan amount you are receiving, that only I am giving the input here, present value. It means the loan amount. This will give you the per month interest rate. So that I am putting into 12 to get the annual rate of interest. Just press enter. See, when you are paying more charges, your actual rate of interest is increasing. I'll just show you by putting here zeros. If you are not paying any charges, whatever is the loan interest rate they are offering, same only you are paying. If you increase the charges, obviously you are paying more interest on the loan amount. Now let us see what is the effective rate of interest. Here they are offering the per annum rate is 12%. But are we paying the interest or loan amount yearly once? No, right? We are paying them at monthly basis or quarterly basis, like that we are paying. Then, to know the effective rate of interest, the formula is the derived actual rate of interest. Nominal rate is this one, and NPRY means number of payments per year. So in this case, we are paying 12 installments per year. So just pressing enter. Even though they are offering the rate at 13%, but actually effective rate you are paying is around 14%. You are paying the interest on this 1 lakh loan. Let us see another scenario. You are not paying the charges upfront, but you are adding the charges to the loan amount. In this case, your revised loan amount will be original loan amount they are offering, plus they will add these charges to your loan amount. In that case, your EMI will change. It means this rate is same, tenure also same, and this present value, it means the loan amount that has been increased. Accordingly, you have to pay the increased EMI amount. Let's see the difference between these two. Per month you are paying around 58 rupees. If you see per annum, around 700 rupees you are paying extra to them. If you are not paying the charges upfront. While taking the loan, you have to consider all these factors. Otherwise, you may pay ending extra amount to them. Since you are increasing the EMI amount for the extra loan amount, there will be no change in the actual rate of interest. But effective rate will be, since you are paying monthly instead of yearly, you are paying up some 0.68% extra on this total loan amount. This is the reason when you are asking the bankers, I will pay or quarterly once or yearly once, they will increase the rate, right? If you are paying at yearly once, they will charge you this 12.68% instead of 12%. Here in this case, they will charge you 14% instead of 13%. Or if you are paying half yearly once, let's see what is the effective rate they will be charging you. Half yearly means you have to effect nominal rate. Half yearly means you are paying 2 installments per year. So if you go to them, I will be paying 2 installments per year. Instead of 12%, they will be charging you 12.36% in the offer itself, in the offer letter itself. So you should be careful while selecting a personal loan with any banker. Now let us go to the repayment schedule. This is the repayment schedule I have generated for this default loan amount. I just linked this to the main input sheet. Here I have built for around some few repayment months, installment months. To calculate the principal payment, there is a formula called PPMT. Here also I am putting a minus symbol before that. PPMT rate will be annual rate divided by the number of installments per year. PER is the total number of installments, it means tenure. Sorry, this is the installment number, PER means. NPER is the total tenure of the loan, and PV is the loan amount. Here I have given the link to this. And when you press enter, you will get out of the total EMI how much principal you are paying back and how much interest you are paying back. Same way for IPMT, the same formula. Instead of PPMT, I am just using the IPMT. This is the same formula. Now if we add these two, it will be equal to your EMI amount here. 3321 and 3321, this one. If you calculate the principal and interest month on month, in the beginning of the loan tenure, you are paying more interest and less principal payback. When we are increased after some point of time, your repayment of principal will be more and the interest will be lesser. See this trend. And by the last EMI, you are paying the total principal amount. So, and by then the loan will be closed. Now let us see what is the balance loan payment, balance loan amount. In the first month, you are paying back this 2000 rupees as principal payment back, right? So this will be deducted from the total loan amount. This one, total loan amount minus this principal payment back. For the next month, my principal balance amount will be reducing. So from this amount, I am reducing the next month principal payment. So like that, month on month, my balance principal will be coming down, and by the last EMI, my loan will be fully closed. This will be useful for you when you are calculating how much you have to pay as a pre-closure amount in the future. For example, after 12 months, if you want to pre-close the amount, how much you have to pay the pre-closure. They will be charging you pre-closure on this balance amount, balance loan amount. For example, if your pre-closure amount percentage is, for example, some 1.5 percentage, at each loan, at each end of that period, how much you have to pay the pre-closure amount, this is the value. If they allow you to pre-close within the 5 months or 6 months, after 6 months you have to pay this balance tenure, sorry, balance amount into pre-closure amount, like this. If you want to pre-close the loan after 1 year, you have to pay on that balance loan amount into this pre-closure amount. So this will give you an indication in future if you want to pre-close, how much you have to end up paying to them. For example, after 1 year you are paying 1097 rupees here. If you add the remaining tenure, remaining period interest payment, how much you are paying back? Around, just put the sum value here. I'll just calculate the total sum value here, sum of interest up to the last. So around 10,600 you are paying as interest in the remaining tenure. So if we are thinking that this will be okay, or it will be useful to pay the pre-closure amount now itself and avoid the future interest, you may proceed with the pre-closure amount, the pre-closing the loan. Now let us understand how this interest has been calculated. This is a basic, very simple formula. I am just putting this in a simple terms. Whenever you have to pay interest, on principal you will be paying interest rate. It means this is the D3 is the loan amount for the first month I am telling. The interest rate is around 12%. For 1 month it will be divided by 12. This will be this one. 1000 rupees you are paying the interest. For next month, if you see, this is the same amount we are getting the value thrown by the formula in the Excel. For next month, your EMI, your balance principal has been reduced to some extent. So on that amount only they will charge the interest. So this 97,000 into this 12% divided by 12. So this will be 976, which is equivalent to this interest payment given by the system. This is the reason why every month your interest component will be decreasing while increasing the loan tenure. Yeah? So month on month your interest component will be reducing down. And according, since your EMI amount is fixed, obviously your principal amount will be increasing. These are the few important things you should know before applying for any personal loan. I am sharing this file for you in the link. The link has been given in the description box. Download this file and fill these input cells, and you will know how much is the EMI, how much is the rate interest you are paying, everything will be known. Thank you for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful for you, please provide your feedback in the comment section, or you can send me a direct message to me. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel.